The Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Denzil departed the Federation this morning in the as I was saying, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Denzil left here this morning, accompanied by the Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism, Sports and Culture, Senator the Honorable Ricky Skerritt, and Mrs. Shawna Brisbane from the St. Kitts and Nevis Investment Promotion Agency. The Prime Minister and his delegation has just returned, and in a few moments we will have a statement by the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Denzil in relation to his visit to Barbados this morning. Honorable Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, our Press Secretary. I just wanted to report that at 8:30 this morning, I left the Federation and traveled to Barbados. I was invited to do so by well-known Barbadian developer and investor and businessman, Sir Charles Williams. He invited me to tour a property that is being developed by himself, his company, and one who is called Gerald Barton, who is a world-renowned golf course resort developer, second to none in the entire world. They are doing a development in Barbados known as the Apes Hill Golf Resort Development, which is providing first-class, world-renowned golfing on an 18-hole golf course. And around the golf course, they are actually providing residential homes, villas, condominiums, which are high-end and sold at the high end of the market. When I recognized that what's happening at Apes Hill Golf Resort Development is in fact smacked in the middle of what was a sugarcane estate, it reminds me so much of our own vision here in St. Kitts and Nevis, when back in 2005 we took the very bold and unprecedented decision to close our sugar industry and prepare our country for future development in services, with hospitality and tourism being the leading service sector in the new economy that we were trying to create. When I looked at the spectacular views that presented themselves at Apes Hill Golf Resort Development, it reminded me so vividly of our own vision for the Whitegate development area, where smack in the middle of that development, we have the La Valley Golf Course development, which is an 18-hole golf course, a marina, and lands around the golf course and marina to be used for high-end residential villa and condominium development. Only then I understood why Sir Charles and Gerald Barton had invited me to Barbados, because I think they wanted me to see that what was happening in Barbados at Apes Hill was in fact the realization of a dream and a vision that we had for St. Kitts and Nevis at La Valley in Whitegate. I toured the property together with the Honorable Minister of State, Minister Skerritt in the Ministry of Tourism, and also Mrs. Shawna Lake, the Chief Executive Officer of the St. Kitts Investment Promotion Agency. We looked at the property there, and now that we are back here in St. Kitts at the Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw International Airport, we are meeting with the team of investors who came in this morning from the Apes Hill development in Barbados, and who would now exchange notes with us. That is, based on what they have seen for the last few hours as they toured the Whitegate development area, looking specifically at the projects that we have in that area. That is the La Valley development, the Kitishan Hill development, and the Beaumont Park development, and to see how we can continue to develop that vision that we have for St. Kitts and Nevis as a high-end golf resort development and destination for those who wish to visit our country and who want to reside here permanently with us as residential owners. And so over the next few hours, we shall be meeting with the developers out of Barbados and those government officials who will begin to negotiate on how we can have Sir Charles and his team, together with Gerald Barton and his team, how we can begin to visualize and discuss how they can work with us to move the Whitegate development forward. It has been an excellent experience in Barbados, and I believe those who were left here on the ground this morning who toured our properties here must have had an excellent experience as well. And so the time has come for us to exchange notes and to see how we can move forward after the two teams have visited the dual properties, those in Barbados and those here in St. Kitts and Nevis. I believe that Mr. Gerald Barton, as I said, who is internationally well-known, world-famous golf course resort developer, I'm sure that he would want to say a few words at this time. Mr. Barton.
Mr. Prime Minister, I wish my mother and my daddy could have heard that introduction. You know, my daddy would appreciate it, and God bless him, my mother would have believed it. This is my first time in St. Kitts. I've never been here. I've heard so much about it. But the last 4 years, we've been developing a very high-end, I think, something we're very proud of in Barbados. But while there, I've been hearing about how good St. Kitts is and how it has so much opportunity, has such a business-friendly government, and it was on the rise. And so we naturally, Sir Charles and I, wanted to meet the Prime Minister, and he was very honored when we accepted our invitation to come down and look what we've done. And I think that we're in the business by the fruits you shall know them. You look at what we do and you see who we are, because we pour our passion and our dreams into our work. So I would hope that if you find yourself in Barbados, go look at Apes Hill, and I think that you will find a development that any country in any area would be proud of. Now, I'm anxious to look at St. Kitts tonight in the morning. I'm going to leave about noon, a little after noon tomorrow, and I will be very excited about looking at your country, because I hear so many wonderful things about it. Thank you.
Thank you.